Hi, let's see what file management is, right? So what I'm going to do is to share my screen and to show you what these files are, right? So let me quickly share the files by sharing my screen with you. Okay, right. I hope you should be able to see my screen, right? I'm going to open a Word document here just to find out what file formats you would find in a Word document. So when you save it, you know that you get the option file save as or ever the Word document, and then you will find out a place. And here, if you look at this screen, you can see the very end, the file formats, docs, docx, docx, dot, PDF, HTML, RTF, XML. They all are file formats. There are different types of files that you can generate by using your word processing document, right? So similarly, if I close this window, and then if I go and open Microsoft Excel for you, so then what you could see is there are some other file formats. So those are, here it is. If I wanted to save it here, and you will find here the file formats. Can you see them? XML, XLSM, XLTX, XLTM. They are different names. Let's get one example. XLTM is Excel Macro Enabled Template File, right? So similarly, you have PowerPoint files ending with PPT. Then video files, you can form, the common format is MP4 right now, right? So there are so many file formats, including graphics. So now you got a better idea of what are these files. Now to manage all these files in the form of, I'm going to stop sharing screen. To manage all those files, you can see at the back of my bookshelf, there are little folders kept. So the same thing we are doing by using the computer. So we are creating folders to manage the files. But when we create folders, we don't separate folders like these are word process files, these are Excel generated files, and these are PowerPoint files, and these are video files. We don't do that. We are creating folders based on the task we have, right? So if the task is related to teaching mathematics, right, or sciences, then you have your lesson plans in one file, you have your assessments in one file, then you have day-to-day tasks, the activities related, then those are in one file, and then student correspondence could be in another file, then staff correspondence, another file. And so like that, we are organizing these files for the purpose of management. And that's why it's called file management. So it's a good thing because you can handle a large amount of information in computer files, right? So you need to maintain the folders, and we are going to see how that can be done, right? Now, the first thing you need to do is jumping onto your Google Drive. How would you get there? Two methods. You can directly go to Google Drive by opening your web browser, right? Because web browser, you could see Google Drive is here. Or you can go through email, but it doesn't matter. Our final destination is the Google Drive. And you could see Google Drive here. So I'm going to click on the Google Drive. When I double clicked on Google Drive, it says, it took me to where Google Drive is. And in the Google Drive, it is labeled as My Drive. You could see that it is highlighted in blue, right? Now, in My Drive, this is where you are going to create your folders. So it's similar to in the computer. The computer hard disk drive is C. So that's where you are creating all the folders. Maybe you are not directly creating on the C drive, but C is your computer, which has number of folders, and one of the folders is named as My Documents. Perhaps you are creating all your folders in My Documents folder, right? Now here, you're going to create this folder in somebody else's computer because Google Drive is not yours. It belongs to Google, right? So you are going to Google through your internet and you are here now, My Drive. So when you see My Drive, click once, nothing happens. Now next one, you click twice, then you will open My Drive, right? So once you get into My Drive, this is the place you are going to create folders. And you could see My Drive, that means Ramya's My Drive, has 3 folders created already. So it's not empty. Some of you may have folders, but some of you may not have folders. Whatever, whether you have folders or not, this is where you are going to create a new folder. So let's see how to create a new folder. Now, in My Drive, you can see 2 options here to create a new folder. One is the new, the blue rectangle, right? When you click on new rectangle, you have the option. Yeah, this is the one called plus folder. I'm going to click on that. And here I've got an empty box. It's asking me to name the box. So you will be writing here the example. Year, this is 2017 because in the next year, 2018, 19, up to 20, you can continue the same pattern, right? So it is a solid structure by looking at the future, right? 2016, mathematics, year 10. So I wrote the class, I wrote the subject, I wrote the year, it's all fine, right? You can put a hyphen if you want here, that's fine. And then you click on this word, create, right? Create. So that will be creating another mathematics folder here. You see that? One is created. The one I have created already is sharing, right? That's why you got a new folder here. Now, that's one method. The other method is you can use, remember I told you 2 methods. One is clicking on new. The other one is My Drive, and here you have the same option, plus new folder. Even if you click it there, so you will find the same options like earlier. Now you can see the destination is the same, but 2 different pathways. Okay, so I'm going to cancel here because I have created it already. Now the one you created, double click on that. Okay, there's nothing here. Again, you need to create a folder. You can select any method you like. If you want new, this is in here, this is only the one method, new. And you are going to create a folder. One is for the syllabus, okay? And then I'll say create. Now here it came out. And the next one, another folder is a new folder. And that is for term 1, okay? Right. So that is also created. And can you see the beauty of that? As you create, there is a spelling mistake here. You can see term was not correctly spelled. Now, am I going to delete it? Or what should I do? Can I rename? I think rename is easier. Right click and then say rename and then spelling mistakes. T-E-R-N. Okay, done. So there you found when you created a folder, the options you have, you can rename, you can delete, you can share, you can move meaning moving from any other place, right? So these are, and also, yes, there are other details, we'll leave it for the time being, right? So that's enough. And that's how you create folders. Now what you are going to do is, you know by now how to create a folder, and you are creating folders like what I have done for 2017 by looking at this video. So 2017, I have created a number of folders here. One is syllabus, the other one is term 1, right? I have created term 2, 3, 4. This is for later. Forget about that. Now double click on term 1 folder. See the folders I have created. I have named them with a number so that you can organize it neatly. Number 1, content and scheme of work. Number 2, lesson plans. Number 3, assessment information. 4, marked assessments. 5, moderated assessments. Then special needs, then student correspondence, and then professional development related. Now, I did not put a dot here. You can see that. And as a rule of thumb, follow one pattern. I've used mostly, not necessarily the sentence case, I used the capital letter for the beginning of the word throughout. Right? That's what I did. So follow one method. So that's neat and tidy. Okay, so that's all about how to create folders on your Google Drive. So once you create a folder, you are going to insert files, Word, PDF, your graphics, your PowerPoint, they are called files. Okay, so the whole thing is called file management. To manage files, we are creating folders. Okay, that is one of the aspects found in your survey carried out in May 2016, right? So it was done. Now it was done with the aim of helping the school to organize the content for the next year. So 2 things are done at the same time. I hope you have a solid understanding of what file management is and how it can be done, right? So all what I need is to create the folders, as I said, name those, and then get a screen print onto a Word document and save it in your computer, right? Giving a name. The name was also given on the instruction sheet. So once you do that, send an email to me with that screen capture so that I know who followed those instructions and who still needs a different kind of help, right? I hope you have enjoyed that. And this is how we thought of moving forward. Thank you.